Are you looking for a new storytelling game? Check out my review of Nordlicht, coming up next on Mumbles. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Mumble. On today's episode of Mumbles, we're reviewing a game called Nordlicht. And I can hardly pronounce that. I apologize in advance. No! Oh! I know that my pronunciation is horrible, and I can hardly talk, but come on. You don't need to push me off the stage. Anyways, let's talk about Nordlicht. First off, we're going to start by talking about some basic information about this game. Nordlicht is a game that can be picked up for the price of $4.99 and is available on Steam. Now, the description to this game reads, A Journey to the North. Nordlicht is an adventure game in which you accompany an unusual family on its fascinating journey to the cold north. You control the curious Aurora, joined by her best friend, the guinea pig, Peter Sill, and her clever dad, Rupert. On their way, they encounter mysterious star signs of the polar night, have to overcome nature's dangers, and confront their fears. The heartfelt story, the atmospheric music, and the hand-drawn graphics make Nordlicht an experience not only for children, but for people of all ages. So guys, in my own words, this is a storytelling game which has adventure elements in it where you basically go and find stuff and have to do stuff. And that is what this game is. Very simple, very simplistic game to understand. So let's talk about now the graphics, the soundtrack, and the controls. First off, the graphics in this game. This game has a really nice style of graphics in it. I love the art that they used in this game. It's hand-drawn. It looks awesome. It really draws your eyes to it. It's something that you don't see a lot in video games these days. So on graphic-wise, A++ to the developer. Soundtrack-wise, I would say that this game has gaming elevator music. And I haven't used that in weeks. And it feels so good to use it. Even if there is an elevator that's about to punch me probably in the face. This game has gaming elevator music. And by that I mean basically it's just kind of background music. I know they talk a lot about the atmosphere and the background music. But guys, it's just music that's there. It doesn't really tie into things. And that was a little disappointing at times. Control-wise, this game just basically uses the mouse to do what it needs to do. And that's all there is to it. So now let's talk about the gameplay. I told you the elevator was going to get me. Anyways, guys, now that I've ridden an elevator, let's talk about the gameplay. This game is very much a storytelling game, guys. There's not going to be a lot to say here. It's kind of a hide and seek with items in this game. So basically, you're going to want to find things and combine things and use them and interact with the environment around you. And that's really all there is to it. It tells a story. You have to find certain things to advance the story. And that's all there is to it. I don't know if you guys have seen these type of games before, but they're very common. I've reviewed a couple of them. And they all kind of have the same idea in as much as it's just a storytelling game with some interactive elements to it. Nothing more to say here. So now let's talk about the cons of this game. The first con that I have is that this game is rather repetitive. It has a very cute story, guys, but it is rather repetitive in as much as what it asks you to do. You're basically just doing the same thing all the time. I would have liked to see some mini games thrown in and some different elements to really change things up. But unfortunately, they kind of just kept it flat the whole way through. My second con is that this game is not anything we haven't seen before. You know, usually a game, if it's going to stand out, it has to really show me something. Like, you know, you have to have something unique. You have to have something about you that is going to stand out. And unfortunately, this game doesn't have that. So now, all that's really left to talk about is my overall score for this game. Nordlicht, I really love the story that you tell. You tell a fantastic story. But here's the deal, guys. This game is aimed towards kids. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But for it being a wide, diverse audience, and for the game actually saying, hey, it's not just great for kids, it's great for adults too, I would kind of contend that while kids will love this game, adults are probably going to get bored with it after 5 or 10 minutes. I found myself kind of being like, okay, this girl's doing this. Okay, this girl's doing that. Okay. And, you know, it's just one of those things. It does tell a really, really, really cute story that kids will absolutely 100% fall in love with, probably play 100 million times, be able to recite over and over to you again, kind of like Frozen. They're going to be able to do that with this game. But the thing is, guys, for us adults, I'm just like, you know, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm finding cookies, and oh, she took a cookie. That's cool. I don't want to give too much away about the story, but I will say again, it has a fantastic story. It's great for kids. Just not sure that they hit the adult audience as much, and I don't think they should have kind of steered the game towards that. I think it should be kid-focused. and it's not anything we haven't seen before. And a cute story, as we've all seen, isn't enough to make it a hugely successful game. Therefore, I'm going to give Nordlicht on today's Mumbles review a 5 out of 10. It's a great game for kids. If you have a child, you're looking for something that's, innocent, that is good for them, that they can play and understand and like, this is a perfect game for them. You want something they can interact with that's fun, that you don't have to worry about them playing. This is a great game for that. But guys, for us adults, probably not the game that's going to be at the top of your list. Anyways, guys, this has been my review of Nordlicht. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Please smack that subscribe button, smack that like button, smack all those buttons. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.